My beloved listeners, if you have chosen to watch this video today, know that it is no coincidence. Your guardian angel has guided you here because there is an important message you must receive. This message is meant for you and directly relates to the hidden forces at play in your life. What has been unfolding behind the scenes is not random, and the energies surrounding you have shifted in ways that will soon become evident. Those who have sought to harm or deceive you, whether through manipulation, lies, or outright betrayal, have been given countless warnings to stop. The universe, your angels, and even their own intuition urged them repeatedly to turn away from the path they were walking. They were given ample opportunities to change, to choose a different course, to make amends, and to release themselves from the karmic debt they were accruing. Yet, despite all of these warnings, they refused to listen. They ignored the red flags, the divine messages, and even the voices of reason from those around them who advised them to stop their harmful ways. In their arrogance, they believed they could continue without consequence, that their actions would never catch up to them, and that they could persist in their deceit without repercussions. But now the moment of reckoning has arrived. The tables have turned, and the weight of their decisions is crashing down upon them. They are beginning to feel the burden of what they have done, and the consequences they once thought they could evade are now manifesting in their lives in ways they never anticipated. Their illusions of control are shattering, and they are finally realizing that no one is exempt from the laws of karma. What they once saw as a simple game, an easy manipulation, or a way to exert power over you has now turned into their harsh reality. Their actions are catching up with them, and they are struggling to cope with the results of their choices. The universe is ensuring that justice prevails, and those who believe they could escape the ramifications of their wrongdoing are finally facing the truth. This is a time of karmic balance, a period where the energy that was directed toward you is returning to its source. The negativity they projected is bouncing back onto them, and the very traps they set for you are now ensnaring them instead. They are learning, perhaps too late, that they were never in control to begin with. Your angels want you to understand that you have always been protected, even in moments when it seemed like darkness was closing in around you. You may have felt the weight of their energy, the effects of their actions, and the challenges they placed in your path. But through it all, you remained standing. You endured, you grew stronger, and you gained wisdom that has now placed you in a position of clarity and power. You have seen through their illusions, and now the universe is ensuring that others see the truth as well. Those who once believed the lies, those who were manipulated into turning against you, those who doubted your strength and resilience, are now witnessing the reality of the situation. They are beginning to see that the person or people who worked against you were operating from a place of darkness and deception, while you have remained in alignment with truth and light. For many of you, this situation involves more than just one person. It could be a group, a toxic workplace, a former friend, a deceptive partner, or even a family member who sought to control or undermine you. Regardless of who they are, their actions are being exposed. The truth cannot be hidden forever, and no matter how much they try to cover their tracks, their masks are slipping. They may have attempted to rally others against you, spread falsehoods about you, or create obstacles to prevent your growth. But in the end, they have only harmed themselves. Their own actions are now returning to haunt them, and they are beginning to feel the consequences of their choices in every aspect of their lives. Every negative intention they sent your way is now being mirrored back to them, and the energy they wielded against you is becoming the very force that dismantles their illusions. The universe has given them every opportunity to change, but they refused to take accountability. They ignored every sign, every warning, every chance to walk away from the path of destruction they chose. And now, the time for warnings has passed. Now, they must face what they have created. The fallout of their actions is manifesting in ways they cannot ignore. Their relationships are crumbling. Their plans are failing. Their peace is disappearing. And they are beginning to understand that they cannot escape the truth forever. And while they are forced to confront their reality, you are being elevated. Your angels want you to know that you are stepping into a new phase of empowerment. You have learned how to protect your energy, how to set boundaries, and how to recognize those who do not have your best interests at heart. The energy of the Nine of Wands surrounds you, symbolizing resilience, wisdom, and strength. You have faced challenges before, and each one has only made you stronger. You no longer allow yourself to be drained by those operating from lower vibrations. You have built yourself up, not out of bitterness, but out of a deeper understanding of your worth. You are no longer willing to engage in battles that drain your energy. Instead, you have stepped back, allowing the universe to handle what is beyond your control. Your angels also want you to recognize your inner light. The star card shines brightly in your energy, representing hope, renewal, and divine guidance. Whether you are a healer, a light worker, or simply someone who carries a deep kindness within, your energy is powerful. Your light radiates so strongly that it draws others toward you, some who seek healing and inspiration, and others who feel threatened by your presence. Those who tried to bring you down did so because they saw your strength, your purity, and your ability to uplift those around you. Their insecurities could not handle your radiance, so they attempted to diminish it. But what they failed to realize is that your light cannot be dimmed. No matter how hard they tried, they could not strip away your strength, your wisdom, or your divine purpose. And now, the more they attempt to harm you, the more they unravel. Their efforts are disintegrating, and those who once stood by their side are beginning to question them. The illusions they built are collapsing, and they are left to face the truth of who they really are. And you, my beloved listener, are rising. You are moving forward with clarity, with strength, and with the assurance that you are divinely protected. The universe is aligning everything in your favor, and those who worked against you are now realizing that they never had the power to break you. Stand tall, continue shining, and trust that all is unfolding exactly as it should. Your angels are with you, ensuring that justice prevails and your path remains illuminated. The energy has shifted, and now it is time for you to embrace the blessings that are coming your way. The lies and gossip once spread about you are now crumbling under the weight of the truth. Those who once doubted your integrity, who entertained false narratives about you, are beginning to see things clearly. They are coming forward, revealing what they now know, expressing regret for ever questioning your character, and acknowledging the deception they once believed. You are being vindicated, dear listener, as the truth emerges and light exposes the darkness. Those who sought to harm you, whether through rumors, manipulation, or deceit, are now finding their schemes unraveling before them. The illusions they created are no longer sustainable, and it has become apparent to everyone around you that you were always in the right. Even those who may have turned against you are now realizing the mistake they made in doubting you. The universe is working in your favor, flipping this entire situation to restore balance and justice. Your angels want you to understand that this moment is not just about clearing your name, but about elevating you to a new level of peace, strength, and alignment. Everything that was meant to harm you is being turned into a force for your growth. Some of you may have experienced this situation within the context of a romantic relationship, perhaps with someone who was inconsistent, unreliable, or unwilling to meet you at the level of commitment and love you deserved. This person may have been in and out of your life, offering fleeting attention while failing to build something solid and meaningful. They operated from a place of insecurity, fear, and ego, unable to truly embrace a healthy relationship. And when you finally set boundaries, when you refuse to settle for their inconsistency, their wounded ego lashed out. Instead of taking accountability and recognizing their own flaws, they chose retaliation. They spread falsehoods, sought validation from others by distorting the truth, and tried to paint you as the problem. But now, they are beginning to see the full impact of their choices. They are witnessing your strength, your resilience, your ability to move forward without them. And this realization is haunting them. While you continue to flourish, they remain stuck in the same toxic cycles, unable to escape their own destructive patterns. They see you rising, shining, evolving beyond the drama and negativity, and they can scarcely manage the fact that they no longer have access to you. The loss of your presence, your energy, and your light is something they can no longer ignore. It consumes them, but they have no one to blame but themselves. This person may have even attempted to tarnish your reputation within your community, your social circles, or among mutual acquaintances, hoping to turn others against you. But here's the undeniable truth. Your integrity speaks for itself. Those who know you, those who see you for who you truly are, cannot be deceived for long. People respect you, and the lies that were told about you are disintegrating under the sheer force of your truth. No matter what this individual said or did, their efforts to paint you in a negative light are falling apart. The truth always finds a way to surface, and in the end, it is you who is being uplifted, supported, and honored by those who recognize your authenticity. Your angels remind you that you are divinely protected. Every attempt to harm you, every malicious act or word directed your way, is being returned to its source. Nothing and no one can obstruct your progress, for you are enveloped in divine love, guidance, and protection. The tables have turned, and the universe is ensuring that justice is served. Even those who once entertained doubts about you are now realizing that they were misled. The negativity that was directed toward you is now reversing, and those who participated in the deception are facing the consequences of their actions. You have likely encountered situations like this before, where people were drawn to your light, but instead of being inspired by your presence, became envious or threatened by it. This is not the first time you have faced betrayal, jealousy, or deceit, and it may not be the last. Yet, each time, you have proven that your spirit is unbreakable. Your resilience, your strength, and your ability to rise above negativity are unmatched. Some individuals struggle to handle your authenticity because it reminds them of what they lack. Instead of learning from your example, instead of seeking their own inner growth, they succumb to jealousy,